Welcome to episode 4 of the Avakin Community Podcast. I'm Adam, this is Sylvia, and we're from the community team here at Avakin Life. This episode is going to be the last one before the end of the year, so we have some special treats in store for you.
Yep, in this episode we're going to have a brand new chapter of the Avakin Chronicles, of course, our hot topic and Avakin news segment as usual, followed by a special segment where Adam and I are going to share our top 10s for the year, as well as a highlights retrospective, where we're going to talk about all of the amazing things we've achieved this year in Avakin.
Yes, I can't wait, so let's jump right in. Welcome to Hot Topic, the segment where we tell you everything you need to know about this week's most discussed community topic. This week's hot topic is music artists in Avakin Life.
Yeah, so just to kick this off, Julia B was recently live on our main stage. We really hope you guys enjoyed the concert. I personally really enjoyed it. I love the songs that she was performing, and I just thought it was an overall amazing experience. But if you guys have any feedback at all on that, make sure you leave it on our subreddit r/AvakinOfficial. With regards to this hot topic in particular, we noticed, every time we post something to do with artists live in Avakin, we get loads of comments asking for other artists, naturally, such as Ariana Grande, Billie Eilish, Beyonce, and many other very famous people. First off, we would love to have these people live in Avakin. I think I'm speaking for everyone in the room when I say it would be a dream come true. But unfortunately, there are limitations to what we can achieve right now. I mean, for us, having people like Hayley Kiyoko and Julia B was, the start of an ongoing process of growth, which eventually, hopefully, is going to allow us to have other amazing artists live in Avakin. Perhaps even the ones you keep asking for.
Yeah, exactly. We've been incredibly pleased, almost blessed to have had the opportunity to work with such amazing artists. However, as Sylvia mentioned, at the moment it's unlikely we're going to be able to partner up with huge artists, as some of the ones you guys often mention on our social media pages. When we have artists live in the venue, for example, it's not such a long process, as these are usually locals or artists who are looking to expand their following and find different audiences, really. This process doesn't involve as much negotiating as the process concerning the main stage artists. When dealing with stars such as Julia B and Hayley Kiyoko, we have to negotiate with record labels as well as PR teams, which can take literally months of coordination.
Yeah, true. Even though this is unlikely to happen right now, please keep tagging your favorite artists whenever you post something about artists live on the main stage or live in the venue, as one day, a partnership with one of your favorite artists might be possible.
You're back for another edition of the Avakin Chronicles. Now, if you missed the last 2 episodes, we do recommend going back and having a look so that you don't get lost in the story. But if you're all caught up, get ready. The sound of the door shutting echoed through Adam's head. He was alone for the first time since the beginning of that strange and bewildering day. As worried as he was about the events that had just taken place, he couldn't help but be thankful to have some time to unlock more of his lost memories. He started reflecting upon the events that had occurred before his sudden memory loss, but something just seemed off. He'd spent so long thinking about the memories he had lost that he hadn't had any time to think about what he was actually able to remember. It's just all so fuzzy, he thought. He couldn't think of any other word to describe the rest of his memories. It was like watching his life through a screen. Sylvia had been willing to tell him the truth, but now that she was gone, who else could help him make sense of what was happening? I know, he blurted out. Sylvia could have told Ash what happened. I need to go and see him now. He sent Ash a message and paced back and forth, anxiously waiting for a response. A message finally came through. Hey man, come and hang out in my Boston holiday home. I made a strawberry flan, read the message. Adam hurriedly made his way towards Ash's apartment. All he wanted was the truth "Hello," called Adam upon entering Ash's house. He made his way to the kitchen. Ash looked crestfallen. "Oh no," Adam thought. "It's worse than I thought." He braced himself. Ash looked up and sighed. "Does my flan look flat to you?" Wait, what?" Adam stuttered. "I followed the recipe step by step. It looked so plump at first," said Ash angrily. "But it's deflated now. I'm just so embarrassed." Ash, your flan looks cool. I just need your help," said Adam. Ash nodded distractedly. "Maybe if I put more strawberries on top," he muttered to himself. "Ash," exclaimed Adam, "I woke up yesterday with no recollection of what happened the day before. I'm wearing clothes I've never owned, and I think Daisy and Pop Cornelius might have done something terrible. And now, my old memories don't feel real anymore," he blurted out. Ash stared at him, flabbergasted. "Adam," he said, "sit down, please. Have some flan." Adam shook his head and sat down resignedly, accepting a piece of Ash's delicious creation. It does look a bit flat, he thought, chewing his first bite. Ash sat down next to him. "Have you been able to remember anything?" he asked. Adam nodded. "Yeah, I remember Daisy and, what's her name? Starts with an S," he said. Ash shot him a concerned look. "Do you mean Sylvia?" he asked. "Yes," shouted Adam. "How could I just forget Sylvia's name?" he said, shaking his head disheartened. Was Adam starting to forget crucial details about his life? Did Ash know anything that could help him? Find out in the next episode.
From Star Style and around the world, this is Avakin News.
Welcome to Avakin News. So first off, let's talk about this week's releases. This time you'll be able to see them on screen, which is awesome because you can actually see what we're talking about. And if you see anything you like, you just, head over to Avakin and buy it. So for our Tuesday release, we actually released some of the stuff that we sneak peeked in our live stream. First up, we had the Cosmos Cats collection, which included loads of really cute cat accessories and outfits, and it goes amazingly with the Cats animation set, also released on Tuesday. We released another collection, which is it has very bright colored dresses. I think it's really, really cool. And
perfect for those Christmas parties.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
It's got loads of really nice colours. It's called Cloud9 Sweetener. See it on the screen right now. Also released another very colourful collection, but it's a completely different style, I would say. It's not necessarily, elegant party kind of thing. It's more like a rock glam Christmassy collection. So there's something there for everyone. We also released something very exciting, which a lot of you guys have been asking for a while, which is 2-player poses. You can see them on the screen right now, and these are just perfect to take pictures with your best friends. So yeah, it's very, very, very exciting. Also, we released a really, really cute dragon wearing a Santa hat. This is just so perfect for
Gotta love dragons
this season. And obviously it's wearing a Santa hat. It's just perfect.
That's so rad. I love it.
What more could you want? That's all for the Tuesday release. For the Friday release, we had a recolor of an existing apartment. This is the Malibu Mansion. The original color was pink, a very cool shade of pink, I would say. I know Adam and I both love this one. So this recolor is actually going to be a cool blue. Apparently, you can see a kind of sneak peek style screenshot on the screen right now, as we don't have a finished asset right now. On Friday we're still releasing the Excitement animation set, which is perfect. Christmas. It's just in time for Christmas. When you open your presents, it's gonna be great. And the icon, as usual, a very cool one.
Brilliant. And of course, let's talk about some of the absolutely amazing events we've got currently running. Still running is our Fashionate Advent Calendar event, where you can pick up super rare hidden items. I'm loving this event. What about you?
Yeah, I love it. It's just, taking part. There's a chance to get something new every single day.
Yeah,
for 25 days. It's just awesome.
And we don't actually know what's in these events, so it's pretty cool. It's a nice surprise for us too. Yeah. Our Christmas Elves event went live on Tuesday, and it's going to be running until the 24th of December. It's backed by popular demand. In this event, you get to help head elf Frank track down 7 missing elves and win amazing rewards. For those Avakins that have been with us for a long time, you will remember this from previous years, and there was a lot of demand to bring this back this year, hence that's why the elves are working their way back into Avakin Live. There's also a special event on at the North Pole right now, which is going to be live until the 27th of December. If you head over to the North Pole party, you'll be able to meet Santa, the big man himself, Santa, who's going to be giving you a free seasonal gift. Don't forget, you'll need a ticket to be able to enter this party, which you'll be able to find in the hand items section of the Avakin store. Also starting today, bless you. Also starting today, there is an Icon Christmas Gala, which will be live until the 27th of December. Check that out for sure. Another extra thing that we're doing, you are now also able to earn double XP until Christmas Eve, everywhere in Avakin Life. So if you want to gain more XP, you can give gifts to your friends, buy items from the Avakin store, invite others around to your apartment, so many other things. So basically, you're getting double XP for playing Avakin, which is wonderful. So hopefully those of you that are close to level cap, you might hit it over the holidays as well.
Woo. That's awesome. We just want to give you guys a little update before we move on about our TEAMTREES offer.
TEAMTREES!
Yeah. Thanks to your generosity, it's, all thanks to you. The fundraiser TEAMTREES is now 4,265 trees, closer to its final goal. But that's not all. As a special thank you from us, we're running this total up to 5,000 trees. So honestly, thank you guys so much for this. This really helped them out. And yeah, hats off to you.
Yeah, just a little bit of information about the actual event itself. The famous YouTuber Mr. Beast kicked off earlier on in this year a campaign with a company called TEAMTREES, where they have to plant 20 million trees by the end of the year. As of right now, they're currently on 19,560,000 or something like that. So they're really close to their target, and it looks like they're actually going to be able to hit that target before the end of the year, which is wonderful stuff. The trees are planted globally, and because of your wonderful help, they're 5,000 trees closer to their target, which is an amazing thing.
It's just awesome.
So well done, everyone in the community. This community is so awesome. Also, as mentioned in our live stream last week, we're going to be releasing a super special bloopers episode of this podcast really soon. We're a little bit uneasy about this, so be nice to us, but please keep an eye out for it on our YouTube page.
It's going to be really fun, I think. I'm excited.
I hope so.
Eternity. Destiny. Free your desire. Bijouterie. Available now in the Avakin store.
Before we jump into our highlights for the year, let's talk about our personal top 10s. Do you want to kick this one off?
Yes, I'm very excited about this, and I can't wait to tell you guys.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, so coming in at number 10, I had in my list Flawless and Mia Kayla lips and brows. So this collection was a game changer for me personally. I think all the lips go so well with my Avakin, and I just really loved it, like a lot. So yeah, I'm really glad that came out. Number 9 for me was the Beauville Cottage. I just love cozy cottages, and the fact that this came out close to Christmas is just perfect for me. I think it goes really well with the Loft Folklore furniture set that came out a while ago. So yeah, it's just one of my all-time favorite houses in Avakin. Coming in at number 8, I had Vampires versus Werewolves.
Go Team Werewolves.
Yes, I agree. Team Werewolves all the way. The competition was just really, really interested, and I just enjoyed just looking at, we had a contest on Instagram to go with it. I just enjoyed looking at all the different edits and just what people came up with to support their own team. And obviously it was Halloween, which is just an amazing time of the year.
Yeah,
so
Halloween is just really cool.
It's just great. Number 7 for me was the Kenya Safari Park social spot. Not just that, the social spot itself was amazing. But what I also enjoyed about it was meeting you guys in game. Because back then we were going in we had I think a full month of going in that scene to meet you guys. And to me, that's one of the best things. Also, obviously, I really enjoyed getting to know the aggressive hippo. Which obviously...
Our first official Avakin meme.
Yes, it's become an iconic meme, and I just love it so much. It's very, very important to me. Number 6 for me was actually a clothing collection that was related to that. It came out in July, and it's called Front Row Savannah. So yeah, it was just really, really elegant. It had really warm colours, and I just loved it a lot. Number 5 is another clothing collection. It's full tie-dye. This one came out the month after that with the Summer Thrills update, and the colours, it was just the whole update in general was just amazing for me, but the colours of the collections that came out, the retro feel, the 80s feel was just amazing for me. It was just perfect. It works so well with my just overall style. So yeah, that's number 5. So number 4 for me was Bijouterie Emerald. I just love the brand in general, but this one was just particularly perfect for me because I love the color green, and I think just looks stunning. Number 3 was Full Pride. For me, that was just an amazing collection supporting a really important cause, and obviously the rainbow colors, just the clothes, the outfits looked amazing, and I think the colors were just stunning. So just love that one. Number 2 for me was Help Save Daisy Bloom the Flower. So this event, as you guys know, I love the character Daisy. I put her in the Avakin Chronicles story because I just love her so much, and there's something just really, really fun about that event that I just loved. So yeah, that was my number 2.
It's really interesting that she came into the Avakin Chronicles story without an identity, and now it turns out she's from a region of England called Liverpool. So that's cool.
Yeah. If you're not familiar with Daisy's accent, amazing accent. She's voiced by George, by the way. Go check out the Avakin Chronicles. They're just awesome. And number 1, my final one, is the Santa Monica Summer Thrills apartment. Perhaps a surprising one, but even though I just loved the whole, update, the Santa Monica scene in general, this apartment in particular had a design that I just loved, and the colors were just, like I said, in this update were amazing. So yeah, it's just perfect apartment for me.
Yeah, that's a really good list. I'm glad you mentioned some of those things because I actually completely missed them. If I was to rethink my list, I would probably include a few of yours actually. Yeah,
okay. I bet some of the Santa Monica ones probably, because you're into synthwave and stuff like that.
For sure, yeah. Okay, so here's my list. At number 10 for me, the best petkin we've released this year was without a doubt the African Lynx. I love it. There's quite a lot of hype surrounding it as well because we accidentally sneak peeked it about a year early. So the community's been asking where this was for all that time. This mysterious lynx or cat with big ears, as they're referring to it as. But I love it. It's super cute. It goes well with my furniture, if you can say that about a pet. But it's really cool. Love it. I can't even remember what I've called mine. Probably some meme reference. I don't know. At number 9, I was really, really taken back by the release of new brand They. The Fluidity collection was really awesome. It's not my usual style, but I loved all the colours, the textures. It was very different to, say, Foal, for example, which is my usual go-to. Also, whilst we're on the topic of clothes, shoes more so, I am absolutely blown away by the Timberland boots collaboration that we did. These boots go with everything. I own them in real life as well, which is a nice thing.
Yes, you do.
So yeah, it's I just wear them with everything. Those and the night trainers that I Also Nike. So number 7, the Arch Loft apartment was my favourite apartment from the year. It screams hipster vibes to me. I'm all about coffee, but not as much as George. This got some nice open sort of naked brick textures on the wall, as well as loads of wood textures and all these sort of earthy tones. I kind of love that stuff, exposed beams and all that kind of stuff. And number 6, this one's a bit of a fun one. I wouldn't equip it all the time, but the astronaut animation set. What more can you ask than being able to float in 0 Gs or low Gs? So experiencing low gravity in Avakin life is
amazing.
It's a life goal complete. An Avakin life goal complete, you could say. At number 5, I completely love this project because it was a project that I was part of, but we did some featured creator bundles this year. We released one, I think it was back in September, for From Outer Space for Caroline, and we also did one for Wolfley more recently. Go Team Wolf, by the way. You can expect more of these in 2020. The whole process was amazing to work on. We got them to curate their own bundles, and it was really nice to get an insight into the kind of items that our content creators or featured creators really like from Avakin. Also, you guys really seem to love them as well, so huge shout out to those guys. Okay, at number 4, I am a gamer by heart, so this next furniture pack was my standout item, almost above all, but you'll hear my last 3. And that is the animated arcane furniture by Lux. These is just awesome. We've not long released the actual feature of having interactive items in scenes, so having animated arcade furniture for me was brilliant. I love them. They're all over my apartments personally. At number 3, winning the Tiger Awards. I was lucky enough to actually go to the awards. The whole campaign was awesome. You guys are a phenomenal community, and we can't thank you enough for making Avakin Game of the Year. Also, you got a really cool badge from it as well, which is really good. I love that too. And at number 2, you might not expect this one, as most people go to the roller coaster and the theme park side of things, but the Santa Monica Beach roller disco, that was my favourite scene social spot that we released this year. I love it. I love the aesthetics. I love the lighting. I love the sort of retro wave vibe of it. I'm a big fan of synthwave stuff, as Sylvia already mentioned, so it all kind of falls in line with that sort of style. So hopefully we'll see more of that kind of stuff in 2020. That'd be awesome. Overall though, my favourite thing about Avakin Life in 2020 was the amazing music artists that we've had in both the venue and in the music stage scene as well. My standout ones, although we had some big names on the music stage, are some of the smaller ones actually, purely based on my personal taste in music. But my favourites include Alexander from earlier on in the year, LeBrock as well, as I was talking about the whole synthwave vibe. I love that kind of stuff. And also more recently, the Unique Music. That lo-fi sort of soundtrack is something that we play regularly in the community office here at Lockwood HQ. So it's really nice to see that kind of stuff in Avakin Life. And of course Georgie, who were lucky enough to have as a guest on the stream a few months back. What a wonderful person. What a great voice she has as well. She plays quite a lot all over the world, so if you're lucky enough to bump into her or see one of her gigs listed, by all means pop along, you will not be disappointed. Okay, so let's talk about the amazing things we've achieved this year in Avakin Life.
Hi Avakins, we need to talk about something. It turns out that only 10% of people who watch our videos are subscribed to the channel. Please subscribe so you don't miss any content. It's free, do the right thing, you know you want to.
Talking about features in particular, this year we introduced some really cool stuff. Ice skating and roller skating, for example. Sorry, rollerblading. This allowed us to create social spots that were tied to these features, and you guys had a lot of fun with these. There was loads of positivity and lovely feedback on them, which of course made us very, very happy. We also released brand new and improved profile screen and profile backgrounds. This was huge for us, and thanks for the feedback you provided very early. While this feature was being rolled out to everyone, we made quick but important changes to it based on your comments and suggestions, so that we could basically achieve something even more amazing based on your feedback. We also introduced emojis into chat. You'd been asking for these for
so long.
probably around 3 years, so this was another huge one for us. We knew it would make you really happy, and it did, so we're glad we were able to release those for you.
Yeah, those were some awesome ones, but yeah, that's not all. We introduced even more cool stuff throughout the year. So we had improved animation menu, improved travel and chat screen, and loads of photo mode updates. So these are things that might not seem that huge when you just mention them, but they improve user experience so much in game, especially the photo mode one, because we know how much you guys love taking pictures in game, so you can create edits and stuff. And
Amazing
obviously,
edits.
yeah, we love looking at that kind of stuff on Instagram. So yeah, we care about you and about your edits, so we made it happen. Another really, really cool thing was badge explosion. We had so many new badges being given out for competitions, completing events, or even to show your allegiance in particular events and stuff. So it's just been really great to walk around different social spots and see so much variety, really.
It's like extra flair for your profile.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It was awesome.
It looks amazing, and you can collect these as well. So we know you guys love these quite a lot, and we enjoy making them for you. So it's a win-win. Another really, really cool thing for us this year was interactive items. So even though we first released, I think we released them in November last year for the first time, but this year is when we really, really kicked it off. I think this is such a huge one because we know you guys love these a lot, and we think they really make Avakin come to life when it comes to going to social spots and apartments and stuff like that. Stuff like the gym equipment or the Halloween ones, especially the hobby ones, the arcade ones, which were actually in Adam's top 10. So yeah, we can't wait to release new ones next year.
I think we can agree we achieved a lot from a technical perspective. Huge shout out to the dev team. They've done an awesome job so far, and I expect it's going to be amazing in 2020. But let's not forget all that fun stuff too. The team-based events, the popcorn versus cotton candy, the vampires versus werewolves. The vampires versus werewolves. You guys really surprised us with all your enthusiasm in participating in these events, and it was just so much fun to see you guys compete with others and guess who would win. So both events were just amazing. Huge shout out to Team Werewolves, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to keep going on about that whenever it's mentioned. Also, we released some amazing new spaces. Rainforest Retreat, Santa Monica, Mistletoe Winter Fair, only this month as well. This year our artists did an amazing job of creating these incredible spaces, which not only look amazing but had insane interactive in-scene items that you guys really had fun with. It's an amazing thing. The events that the live ops team put on, plus the art team, they all worked really hard on this, and it's so good to see you enjoying the content that our teams are putting out here.
Yeah, it's great. Talking about having fun with events, we also had a lot of fun with the Kenya release and the events that were related to it. So not only was the Kenya Safari Park scene amazing in terms of just how it looks, it's just so amazing, but it also featured, obviously, as we mentioned before, the Angry Hippo, which is one of my favorite things ever. And we know you guys loved it too. We know you guys love this. We also introduced loads of new and cool characters in our bot events. We particularly enjoyed Amit, the yoga bot, who's actually a real person.
It's the first time we've collaborated with a creator. In this case, it's a yoga creator, so it was really, really cool to do that kind of project.
Yeah, we hope to keep doing that in 2020 with new people. Other cool characters that I really, really liked was, obviously Pop Cornelius, I think Con and Candice. I don't know who between the two I love the most, but they just both of them just looked awesome. But yeah, obviously, as you guys know, the one that I loved the most out of these weird characters was Daisy the flower. Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking about it. I don't even care.
It's fine. Don't worry. It's good to have passionate about things. Passionate about things. the concept of a giant talking flower somehow really inspires you.
It does.
Yeah. Tune into Avakin Chronicles to find out more.
To find out why and what's happening with that.
There's probably many other things that we haven't mentioned, but if you feel we've missed something really important, make sure you let us know in the comments below if you're watching the video on YouTube. If you listen to the audio version, head over and see Ash on Reddit. Leave your top 10s over there, your personal ones. We'd love to read them.
Yeah, we're really, really curious, so make sure you let us know in the comments below or on our subreddit.
Thanks so much for joining us for this super special episode of the podcast, which is actually the final episode of 2019. We have plenty more planned for 2020, so stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for hanging out with us till the very end too. We really appreciate it. So, what are you up to this Christmas, Sylvia?
Well, I'm definitely not going to be eating mince pies.
Oh, Sylvia doesn't like mince pies. We found that out recently.
Everyone keeps asking me that, but
Yeah.
I just... no.
I'm not a huge fan of them, to be honest.
But it seems to be such a huge debate here. I don't know why.
Give me cheese any day. Yeah.
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 I'm not really into any particular, those foods that you eat at Christmas specifically. I'm not really into any of that.
Just food in general.
Just food.
Yeah, it's cool.
A good old lasagna, it's just fine for me.
Yeah.
Christmas time.
So, as I was saying, we will be back in the new year, both with new episodes of this podcast as well as some more live streams. Speaking of which, we would love to hear your feedback on the content that we're putting out on YouTube here. So, if you like the live streams more than the podcast, if you're more team podcast than live stream, please let us know. We rely heavily on your feedback to deliver exactly what you want from us. Yeah,
and of course, remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, VK, TikTok, Amino, Twitter, Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube. This list keeps getting longer and longer.
It does.
It's a good thing.
There's usually exclusive content on each platform as well, and sometimes different contests, so definitely follow us if you don't already. And don't forget to subscribe to us and check that notification bell so you get notified whenever we post a new video or any other updates. We have lots of amazing new content coming out over Christmas and also in the new year, so make sure you don't miss out. Have a very Merry Christmas, and we will see you in 2020. Take it easy. Bye.